All right, from this position, Derek's in a good position. If he can get in there and I can't pull his limbs right now, if I try to choke him, he has both hands protected, the same as if he grabbed his protection of his own gi, or he did the Home Alone movement with the hands by the side, right? So this is a good defense if it's trying to counter his choke. His elbows are on the inside, so it becomes difficult for me to grab a limb on either side. And then he has his legs kind of tucked in, so it's hard for me to ankle lock him or leg lock him or anything with the leg. So he's protected himself from my Americana, from my bent armbar, from my straight armbar, from a lot of stuff. He's even pretty protected with some slaps and punches. You know, there's a few down up in here. If this were street fight, right, I may just grab him just like bang, bang into the rib cage on the back, kidneys, the liver. You know, that's gonna be pretty devastating, especially if I have steel-toed boots on. So it's not gonna be the best to just stand there and take kicks and punches. He may wanna egress out of the area, you know, or try to grab my legs. But, you know, he still has some protection there, but not necessarily all from a stomp or an axe kick. So, you know, it's not foolproof. But as far as some of these grappling techniques and trapping techniques, he's in a secure spot for the most part for now. But there's counters to everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of wear him out a little bit. So I'm gonna put my weight on him. I'm gonna sprawl my feet and sprawl my arms, and he'll wiggle a little bit just for sake. Just so I kind of keep him in one spot. If he leans too much to the right, I'm gonna lean him to the side. If too much to the left, I lean him there. So if he bucks too much or moves and opens too much, I'm just gonna go for other limbs. So right now he's not gonna over buck because he knows it's gonna leave himself open for me turning him onto his back or getting his back in a little bit better position. So I might be here for a while until the bucking's in a different angle. So I might go 45 degrees. Might go north-south for a few seconds. Might go 45 degrees. Might go back to the side. Might even want to try to get his back by going all the way back here in case he makes a mistake. But I need to be aware of where my base is here and how I'm posting my hands or feet. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see where the openings are. He's tight. I want to create openings because creating openings creates opportunities. Could be for him, could be for me, could be for both. So what I'm gonna do, I'll do it from this side here, so you can see better. Because his elbows are tucked in, that's advantageous for Derek here, but I wanna take away that advantage. I'll slide through this opening in his armpit, try to flare out my arm, or try to go in the opening by his ears, grab the elbow, jerk it out. If I'm able to, I may even just kind of grab the fingers, the thumb, and pull it back to get his elbow out. That's more the street application. But for now, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna go to his armpit, put my hand on the floor, flare it out ever so much, and then he's gonna put his hands on the floor in this case, right? Because we're not gonna be striking him. So right now in this case, he's not worried about protecting his head. I'm not going for a choke, so he's not covering his neck. But I just wanna get his elbow out enough so the outside leg over here can circle around. So I leave my hand here, I circle around, and I pull back, lock it into play, and I want to tuck into him tightly so he doesn't lose base, or I don't lose the base I have. Next thing I want to do is, if you're able to and you're not going to lose the arm, it's good to switch it out, and that's going to make some benefit later on as far as keeping it tight. So I can kind of lock it in and keep it tight. I keep my knees squeezed together in the meantime, cross ankle. Then the other hand's going to swoop through. It's going to go under and grab into his neckline. And then I'm gonna come with the other hand and put it through the armpit. And I'll show you from the other side, so don't worry about it. So that's where I got so far. So I secured one arm, one leg, or my legs onto his other arm, and I secured the neck. I'm gonna spin around the other side. Maybe I lose that position, maybe he regains the position in here. So again, I'm gonna shoot in somehow from either side, pull out the arm, just enough so the outside leg can swoop in and lock into that figure four. If able to, I'll switch it to the other side, and there's some benefit later on to snagging it in tighter here. Then the hand that's on the outside close to the top of his head slides under, thumb up, grab onto his jacket, his coat, his gi, whatever, and pull it to create pressure in that neck. I'm gonna go light just so he can breathe while I talk through the next movement. This hand here can simply go under the armpit, lock over with the thumb over, cup at the wrist. So then I'm in a pretty good position here, but I've lost some base. Because I've lost base, he feels less weight pushing down and less sprawled. So then he's gonna like buck me with the hip, so I go forward off his head, and then I'm in this position. So be in the position and go ahead and come all the way over. There you go. I still have this leg here, try to punch me with your right arm. I still have this hand, try to punch me with this. You know, you gotta be careful because he's pretty strong. If I feel I'm gonna get hit with this hand or he's gonna lose it, I can simply let go of the hand here and I can double it up here, right? Just hold it in tight. So right now we're gonna say that I'm able to control it enough with this hand, or you know, he's gotten tired. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna apply the choke and just say tap, because you don't have arms to tap, right? He's in here. If he doesn't tap or he has a chin down, this hand here is gonna slide up. It's gonna put pressure on his forehead and eyeballs, on his nose or on his jaw. And it's super uncomfortable, and you'll see it on the other side as well. I can also come over here and just kind of relax here. Can you punch me? Can you go back? And I might have a good hold and just let him waste energy at this point into that crucifix. Okay, if it were a street fight, how many elbows can you come? How many claws in the face? How much fish hook can you do? Grab the eyes, rake it, grab the ears. You know, just keep bashing here with the elbow. So, and can he punch you back? No. Can he bite me? No. If it were a street fight, can I bite him? Probably. Pretty good, right? I'm gonna show you from the other side. So go back in the turtle shell over here. Go ahead and spin around. I'm just gonna go on the other side. So last time we had this way here. I'm gonna go again through the armpit, push out the arm, bring the leg around, pull it here, pull it here, pull it here. This time, let's say he doesn't buck me at all, but I just decide to roll. I roll back, he's gonna roll with me. And again, I have the arms controlled, I have the legs, I have the crucifix, or I might even just hold it here, grab the collar, apply the choke, or put pressure on the face anywhere on that target. Go back to the turtle shell. Come around the opposite. Just show different angles. Pressure, sprawl. I've got options to keep going, make him work a little more, make him think of where he's gonna push off on this. If the elbow's in, push it in, try to get it out just enough so the outside leg can come around. Hook it in or scoot it over. Through the armpit, grab both your hands on his one arm, or grab the choke in here. And I may just stay here if I have enough choke and just choke him from there, right? He bucked me forward the first time. I pulled him back the last time. This time he's gonna go over to his right side and roll, and I'm just gonna roll with him. No harm, no foul, right? I can put my hand behind here and hold it. Sometimes I get the choke quickly, sometimes I don't. Bring it up to the jaw, bring it up to the face, bring it up to the eyeballs. Or I might just use two hands to hold him here and just take my time, let him wear out an energy. And like I said before, you still have all these mauling of the faces, you still have bites, etc. And then again, pretty cool, if it's a street fight, you have those knees to the body and those kicks. Work on those.